The purpose of the video was to explain something very simple, Gary, that when a person is a piano player or a cello player, they maybe practice hundreds of times alone in their house so that they can do a good job on the real performance the night of the performance. And they also enjoy playing. They enjoy listening to themselves and they enjoy playing. A singer or even a dancer or even an actor might practice in front of a mirror, okay? And there's a pleasure in that practice. A person who wants to speak English, who lives, let's say, in a country that's not an English-speaking country, should also do that. I mean, take your tongue out and start practicing. Speak the language of English out loud. Maybe a page or two from Harry Potter. Understand what you're reading and read it out loud. If you read it in silence, it's not going to help you speak English better. You need to read it out loud, just like a piano player or a dancer will rehearse many times. The difference, of course, is that a piano player or a dancer enjoys the rehearsing. They're all alone in the studio or at home in the living room playing, and they like it. Nobody likes reading out loud. Okay, people, when they read for pleasure, read silently, but I recommend you read out loud if you want to be a better speaker of English. Okay, you can pay a private teacher to come to your house every day. It'll cost you an arm and a leg. Or find someone who'll do it with you by Skype for free. But if you can't do those things, I recommend just talk to the wall, talk to your cat, your dog, your turtle, or your bird, but speak out loud words that you know. Maybe 100 sentences. If you're having a problem with the second conditional, something like, if I went to the park, I would see the birds. If I didn't go shopping, I would go to the park. And you're having a problem with that. Read 100 or 200 sentences out loud that you understand what they mean in your language. Don't just read them silently or listen to a recording. Read them out loud. Now, if you feel stupid, because like I said, it's not a pleasure doing this while it's a pleasure playing the piano alone, okay? A piano player rehearsing for a show will play piano alone hundreds of times and enjoy it, as well as killing the other bird with that stone, preparing for the show. But reading to yourself is not fun. So maybe you could turn on your camera and make a YouTube video. Maybe someone on the planet will listen to you, okay? Or if you don't feel ashamed, just talk to the wall. But speaking out loud is the only way to get a good level of English, because you've got to practice for the big show. The big show is when you have a job interview or when you're going to speak English for real. You really have to speak English in order to speak English. But the problem is, it's not a pleasure talking to yourself, but you've got to do it, okay? And this is, a little piece of advice. If you want to pass your exam of speaking English, speak English to the wall, to your cat, to the dog, to the bird, to the turtle, or talk to a camera in your YouTube video. Something like that will help you. But just like a dancer who rehearses a lot of times all alone for the big show, you've got to do the same thing with your English. You've got to speak all alone to the wall. I mean, dancing alone is a pleasure and it's considered healthy, but talking to yourself out loud is considered crazy. But it might be something that should become a pleasure in order for you to have a good level of English.